All right, I just went for a little walk while the muffins cool down. See? Ta-da! Delicious. Hey everyone, this is Nadia here. Welcome to Liv'N. This episode is actually a request. I recently made a batch of sugar-free, egg-free, dairy-free muffins for Andrew and Joel. They did a drop-off pickup thing, and in exchange they gave me some beautiful potted plants and some fresh made broth. But they actually asked me for the recipe, and I realized I make everything. All of my cooking and baking is actually from my heart, how I feel, and I flavor it exactly as I like it. And I don't go by recipe books. I don't actually write it down. I don't really even measure it like by numbers. So this video is actually, for me to backtrack exactly how I made it, but really it's also dedicated to all the fathers and mothers, grandparents, all of your friends and families who desire dessert, but can't take the sugar. And so I actually make baked goods with no sugar, just because I don't really like taking refined sugar in my own body. It just doesn't make me feel very well. It also gives me a lot of inflammation. So for me, I use, let's see here. I do use a lot of erythritol and monk fruit, and stevia as well. So these kind of sugar has it's not refined sugar. For people who have a sugar problem, are diabetic, are watching their insulin, this is a really great replacement for all kinds of stuff. Now, if you don't have a sugar issue, I would say you could use brown sugar, or maple syrup, which is still healthier than refined sugar, even cane sugar. Honestly, maple syrup has a lot of minerals inside it. Which is why in Master Cleanse they do use maple syrup as a way of cleansing, because it has a lot of stuff. Anyway, so let's get to it. Thank you guys for watching. I'm just gonna make it. It's raining out there in Vancouver, and it's not gonna take long. I hope you guys like it. We've got coconut milk. Sorry, it's backwards. Because I don't really drink milk. I'm allergic to milk. I've got whole grain purpose flour. Now, if you are cutting off carbs, and this is way too much, even though whole grain is way healthier than white, you can use a replacement of sprouted rye flour. Okay, so below I'm going to actually say all the different flours that everyone can use, but this is what I'm going to be using, a combination, just because sprouted rye flour is very difficult to bake with. Just cacao flour, just pure cacao with no sugar. I've got chocolate chip, and this is not, there's no refined sugar in that, semi-sweet chocolate, but they do also have chocolate that has no sugar, so you can go get that. Baking powder, a necessity for baking. Vanilla extract. I like cinnamon because cinnamon's really great, and I like to put berries inside. Of course, you got the sea salt, and I got peanut butter. Got butter, which you don't have to have. Okay. All right, guys. So I just want to, I definitely don't have a real recipe, so please bear with me while I'm doing this in front of you. And so for me, I'm making muffins today. I totally haven't even said that. It's raining. I'm kind of out of it. I'm doing a broth cleanse right now. Anyway, the thing is, for me, this is all the stuff that I like to use for my own taste. Now, you can use whatever flour there is. Now, some people, when they're on the keto diet and they don't have any carbs, they use almond flour or coconut flour. Now, those two flours are quite high in fat, so people who have hypertension or heart issues, or watching their fat intake, they should definitely stay away from those kind of flours. Now, there's buckwheat flour, which is gluten-free. It has a kind of nutty flavor, and if you guys kind of like that, then I would definitely say use it. I love buckwheat. I really like rye, because sprouted rye for me is super low in carbs, and it's really high in fiber. So I actually really like using rye. So we're gonna get right into it, and just I guess once you get all of this stuff ready, you can just follow me and we can bake together, okay? So I'll just try to show you guys. So I have one of these. It's not that fancy. It's pretty old. So you can see here, it's like 1 cup. Okay. So guys, I'm just gonna speak as I'm doing it. Hopefully you guys are gonna enjoy this. I'm almost done with this flour, so I'm just gonna finish using it. I can't make anything else with it. So it should be until 1, see, okay? The truth is, it doesn't have to be exact, you know? It doesn't have to be exact, so. Okay, so for the sugar part, I literally just add how I feel, how I want it to be sweet. You can put a lot of this because it's literally not that bad for you. It's not real sugar, so it doesn't matter. You can put a bunch, and the worst you'll have is like too sweet of a muffin. I actually control that because for me, I like to have the sugar in the chocolate. So I try to balance it out so that not everything is like super sweet, but we're just gonna go with it. Okay, so this is all done. I like cinnamon because it is a really great spice, and honestly, it's so healthy for you. This is really great for people with diabetes, and it's not used enough. Now, just a little bit, it's not gonna turn into like Cinnabon or anything like that. I mean, it feels like it is, but it's not. It's really, really subtle. And it's got vanilla. And again, this is just by feeling. I would say just kind of put it like, that's enough, a little bit more. This is just to give it like a flavoring. Okay. Okay. I've got my butter. You don't have to use the butter. Okay. I am using the butter because I'm using rye and it's dry. Rye is very dry. Oh, it rhymes. Okay. We're going to mix that up. Coconut milk. Now, if that's too high in fat and you don't want to use milk, oat milk, if this is too high in fat. Now, I will split it. Again, I don't measure, so this is probably not that useful type of video. You just want to make sure like the liquid and the powder is equal amount. Okay, this is not enough. It needs more. Okay, and don't forget the sea salt. Sea salt binds it, so, and baking powder. So I just want to say like really quickly while we are mixing this is that if coconut milk is quite high in fat, so for people who they do have certain conditions where they have to watch their fat intake, then please like use an alternative milk or even use milk yourself. I can't take dairy, so you can use oat milk, almond milk, rice milk, soy milk. You don't even have to use milk, honestly. Like if you don't want to use any alternative milk, you don't want to add that extra calorie, water, even olive oil. Okay, that's too oily, just literally water. So just remember that the salts and the baking soda has to be equal because that is what binds it. Now, I'm not using any egg, as you can tell. You can also use egg. I don't use egg because it's just extra and I don't really need it. And so in order to make it really fluffy, I need to make sure the salt and the baking soda is equal so we can bind it and like kind of, give it a pop. Now you can see this. Okay, guys, I have to apologize. Like this video is like so sketchy. It's a rainy day on a Saturday here in Vancouver, and I was like, you know what? I got a request. People liked my muffins. I am going to share it with the world. So you see, this is great, actually. It's moist, you see? Now you just want to make sure all of the dry parts of the flour are not dry, okay? So this is good, this is perfect. Okay, so you can see like it's kind of moist. That's perfect for this muffin. I mean, I think it's perfect. Okay, so you just, and you know, this is why I don't really feel it. Like, okay, I put here and there, and then I mix it, and it's like, okay, it feels like that's enough. So I will stop adding. Now, I like to add this because this is the base of the muffin. I'm gonna put this in here. So for people who, for dads, moms, you know, all of us who don't take sugar, you can buy a chocolate chip with no sugar. They do sell that, and it's still really delicious. Now, if you do that, and then there's not like a chocolatey taste, you just add more erythritol or stevia, see? You know, and these are like plant-based, natural sweeteners that are not sugar. They don't make you tired, they don't peak and then drop, they don't raise your sugar level, and they taste really good, and they taste exactly like sugar. It's not like aspartame. That's really bad for you. These are plant-based and they're really healthy, okay? So now for people who don't care about the sugar thing, then you can add some maple syrup because it kind of gives it a robust, syrupy kind of deliciousness, like I said. Okay, you're gonna see me do this. So it's really moist, actually. It's ready. See, it doesn't even need egg. It doesn't even need egg. It's amazing. Amazing. And it's already dark, so it's like a very chocolatey base rather than a white base of a muffin. Okay, so I just want to say that, like, I am not some self-professed baker or cook. Okay, this is my own recipe that I made up on my own simply because I wanted sugar-free deliciousness, and especially during lockdown. You know, you can't just keep on eating this like fat foods with sugar and sit around laying around because you're just really fat. So I'm going to start using my butter. See, I'm going to start doing this. Okay, just so that it doesn't stick. And you know, you guys can use like tin stuff, whatever you want. I actually don't know if I made enough muffins for this many muffins. And I've never actually used this. So this, you can use butter or olive oil, avocado oil, actually, no, not avocado oil, grapeseed oil, coconut oil, if you like that flavor, butter, sodium-free butter, I prefer, because I don't think we need more sodium in our diets. All right, so everything is moist, it's not gonna stick there, okay? Now, my oven is already preheated, so I hope you guys still have your attention here. Okay, now we're gonna do this part. You can see it's very moist. Okay, so guys, if your dough is dry, you should probably add more liquids. Now they can be either in the form of your milk, you know, so like supplement and replace whatever it is that you don't feel like is good for your health, you know. You want it less chocolatey, don't put the cacao powder, just put powder. You know, if you don't want chocolate muffins, you want regular, like, you know, apple muffins, then you're obviously not going to put the chocolate chips or the cacao powder. So it's just kind of go with your own feeling. So for me, what I like to make is called a mix and match muffin. It's my own invention. So rather than having only chocolate, you'll see, I like to make a batch full of different kinds of muffins, and you'll see they're totally asymmetrical. And those who are going to follow my non-existent so here you go. So this is going to be the base. Okay. This is just the base, guys. okay? You guys, like, honestly, I have to say, my muffins taste way better than the packaged muffins. And it's not because I think I'm some guru, but I use really good quality ingredients in my baking because I don't really believe in refined powder, refined flour, refined sugar, and like corn syrup, because it's really bad for your health, your gut health. It makes you inflamed. It's really bad for your pancreas, your kidney. I mean, it just really goes on, and it's just altogether bad. Like, why would you want to subject yourself to that, right? Okay. And so I like this because it's like, okay, I'm on a diet, but I kind of want to eat chocolate. Like, who doesn't? I always have these cravings. So this is my base, as you can see. It's not perfect, and I did that on purpose, okay? So I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about, okay? So this is just some mixed frozen berries. I've got cranberries and berries, cherries. So for people who are watching their sugar intake, berries are the best fruit for you. They're high in antioxidants, they have low GI, they do not spike your insulin, and you can eat a lot of it. So instead of, eating a banana, you can eat a lot of different kinds of berries. And this is why I always put berries in my muffins. And they are really great because they're sweet but kind of tart, and they go really good with chocolate. So I just mix it up because I don't make it exact. Now, kidney issue people, they should have a little bit more cranberries. And I do have like a weaker kidney, so sometimes I make cranberry jam, and I put a lot of cranberries with my stuff. Anyway, I will just go ahead and show you guys. So it's like super, I guess now you can see why I don't actually have a, but it's better to show than like write it out. And just press that in, It's gonna melt inside the base. It's gonna taste so good. So good, I tell you. So, I think I'm gonna leave one, I'm gonna put cherry. This is gonna be good. Now, you don't have to do this. You can just make the muffin with no berries. Okay, that's like totally your prerogative, guys. These are like chocolate baking chunks. And I love them when they melt. It's so chocolatey. Okay. Yeah, right. All right, come on. Like, so not supported right now. Okay. Delicious. All right. So let's see which one we're gonna make a little bit more chocolatey, but we're gonna do that in a second. Now we're going to do the muffin top. Muffin top. Okay, this is like the muffin top. It's gonna rise after it bakes, so you don't need to make it overflow, right? This one I feel like I put less inside. Guys, this is like really not beautiful, but they really do end up beautiful. I mean, if you can believe it. So I'm gonna show you like how I actually also make peanut butter with this, because I don't like just one kind. It's really easy, guys. Like, seriously, my recipe is kind of like I made it up, and if I can do it, you guys can do it, because I am so not some licensed chef. I just know that I like the foods that I like. I will make it according to how I like it. So if I can make it, guys, you guys can totally make it. All right, so as you can see, it's not completely flat, and that's on purpose because so again, peanut butter, if you're gonna put peanut butter with this, peanut butter goes really good with chocolate if you like it, or if you don't. You can also put banana inside. My bananas are not ripe, so I'm probably not gonna, actually, maybe they are. Yeah, so they're not, okay. This is pure peanut butter. Now, I really urge you guys to help your dads, your moms, your grandpas, your whatever, the people in your life who are not supposed to have sugar, and yet there is so much stuff that's selling out there that has loads of sugar, and it's unnecessary. So like, you know, I'm not gonna name the brands, but there's a lot of really cheap peanut butter out there that is actually not that cheap, but it's not just peanut butter, and they add, you know, corn syrup and stuff. So this one that I use, and this is not like a sponsored thing, it's purely peanut butter, only peanuts, nothing else, no oil, no salt. And again, guys, this is one of the secrets that I've kind of developed. Whatever you can get without sodium, get it without sodium. Because at the end of the day, you can add your own sodium. You do not need to buy packaged sodium that you can't control the amount. Like imagine if all of my stuff had sodium, this would be a very salty muffin. So this is my peanut butter, pure peanut. If you're allergic, please don't put this. Okay. So as you can see, it's like on top of my muffin top, you know, and when this bakes, you'll see how it looks. It looks amazing, and it's so delicious. So delicious. So I'm gonna make just a few of them with peanut butter and not all of them with peanut butter. So this one will also be so, you know, you can do like a half. You see, like I'm doing this half, so it's not like the whole top is peanut butter, you know? And why am I doing that? Because it's creative. And why the hell not? You know, like literally, you're making this for, you know, your family member, someone you love and someone you care about. Like, make it colorful, you know? No one's expecting some perfect, you know, uniformed thing. And you'll see once it all like comes out, it's really pretty. It's really colorful. Okay, we got a little bit. Put a little here. All right, you can see that my peanut butter has no sugar. Okay, I just want to repeat that. It's really important that you buy these ingredients with no sugar, because otherwise you can't, it's going to be way too sweet. Okay, so as you can see, they're all completely different. Now I've cut up cubes of chocolate. All right, they're also sugar-free. And let's say, where should we put it? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Okay, we're gonna put one here. It's gonna melt real good in and out. I'm gonna put it in. It's gonna pop out. And there. Oh wow, look at that berry. That berry juice just came out. Looks so good. Holy crap. Okay. And we shall put one here. This one. Now I've got leftover. We shall never waste chocolate, because that is against the laws of the universe. Okay. Da-da-da. And you know, I've got another one. If you guys wanted to put more and make it more chocolatey, what do you guys think? Should we do that? Make it like really chocolatey. So I do have a little bit, I don't like to waste food. This is really good ingredient stuff, right? And here, I'm just wondering if I should put more chocolate inside right now for everybody. Okay, so I've got a little bit of chocolate chip left. I will go ahead and douse it more chocolate, because I love chocolate. I don't know about you, but I'm definitely a weakness for chocolate. I mean, like, you know, take away the muffin, just give me the chocolate. That's really all I want. Okay, so we are ready. Let's take a look at this. Snapshot. Now, I know it doesn't look very pretty. You guys don't have to worry about that. Okay, so the oven, okay, when you're brushing it, this is when you preheat the oven, and you preheat it at 350 degrees and per bake. So my oven's actually ready. My dinner is sitting outside, and that's a really good place. So I'm gonna put it in as soon as I'm done with my dinner. This thing is gonna be done. Now we're gonna put this in for 30 minutes. You can put it in for 20 to 30. What I would do is I would check to make sure like the chocolate's melting. Anyway, let's see. Okay, take a look, guys. So I just want to say that this, I want to remind everybody that this is actually a video for all the dads out there and moms, and like you guys can make this for your parents and your grandparents and your family members who are, you know, struggling with sugar issues. And it's I think it's great, and it's really good for you guys as well. Okay, I'm running out of battery now. So I just want to say, guys, that like this is a really great recipe for people watching their sugar intake, especially for people who really are craving desserts and stuff. And it's such a great gift. Like if you think about it, there's people in our lives for sure who should not be taking sugar, and you know that. And this is a great way to, you know, bake it and like show some love. Anyway, we're gonna wait for baking. Like I said, you know, you check your muffins. Now, I just want to reiterate a couple of facts. If I don't use them in this video, at least it's like written out there. But like, if you guys are just like not allowed to eat sugar, but you do want to like lower your insulin content and like watch your weight and watch your muffin top, I would say maple syrup, as long as it's pure, is a really great alternative for the sugar. Okay, that's one. And if you're not, I like to use a mix of monk fruit and erythritol. Now there's other brands. It doesn't have to be this brand. It doesn't matter. You can use molasses. I personally like maple syrup over honey, and the reason for that is maple syrup has like a different caramelly flavor that really adds to baked goods, where honey, you know, it doesn't have that little kick. And besides, I'm Canadian, so you know, we gotta be faithful, we gotta be loyal. Okay, and again, for coconut milk, I love coconut milk, and I don't have, you know, I guess heart issues where I have to watch out for overtaking fat. So it's okay for me to take in fat because I don't eat meat. But if you have conditions where you're not supposed to take in too much fat, where you're supposed to not take up oil, and coconut milk is too creamy for your diet, as according to, you know, your condition, please don't use coconut milk because it's a lot in the baked goods. And if you still like it, you can use like half, and then use half like an alternative milk or even real milk, but like low fat milk to balance out the fatness. And if you don't like such a thick taste, then use water. It's okay. I sometimes use water when I run out of everything. Like I literally have nothing else. All I have is cacao powder and some flour. And what I'll do is I'll mix coconut oil, mix it up, add some water, add some cacao, add some, you know, plant-based sugar and some cinnamon. And then I'll make it into my muffin and I'll eat it. And I mean, isn't these the same? It's good. It's not the same, but I'm just saying. So, okay, guys, we're just gonna wait until it bakes. I'm very excited, and I hope this was a good video for you guys and it was very helpful. I don't really have the recipe because I really make it out of my heart, as you can tell. Like every one of my muffins will always come out like very different. And this, what I use, the measurement could make 8 or 6 to 8 muffins, depending on how much you load the inside stuff, okay? So anyway, I hope this was helpful. I can't wait to see how it looks. I really hope it doesn't mess up because that would be embarrassing. Anyway, happy Father's Day, happy Mother's Day, happy Parents' Day, happy Health Day, and please stay healthy. Please stay in. You don't have to spend loads of money on baked goods that are like healthy. You know, I mean, I look outside. It's like keto cookies, keto brownie is like $10. I can get all my ingredients for $10, and I can make multiple times of different kinds of baked goods, and I can give them away and eat them because I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with these like 8 muffins, but I can freeze them. But like, you know, you don't need to spend like $10 just to get healthy baked goods. You can make them yourself. They're the same. And please don't use packaged stuff, guys. It's not that good for your health. Anyway, I just talk a lot, so we're just gonna come back when this thing is baked, okay? Okay, guys, so I heard the buzz. It's been like 25 minutes. Let's check it out. Oh my goodness. Looks so good. See how it just like, see how the muffin top just comes above? This is why you don't have to fill it so high. I think they're ready. Shall we check it out? All right, don't forget your mitts, guys. You're gonna burn your hand, which I've done before. Because forgot. Dun, 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 dun. Oh my gosh, they look so amazing. Now let me see. So what you can do, we usually test whether they are actually ready. So I'll get this mini little chopstick, and then I'll dip it into one of them. Dip this one in here. Oh my God, look at this chocolate, guys. Oh wow, melted. And my dad's not in Vancouver, and I'm in Vancouver. Maybe I'll just eat it all by myself. Okay, so I do think this is ready. It looks amazing. So the thing is with muffins and baked goods, you always have to let it sit there and cool down a little bit. Okay, I'm just gonna show you guys. Sorry, the lighting is terrible. There you go. There's the lighting. Woohoo. I wonder if I should leave it in just like a little bit more. I think it's okay. So we're gonna let it cool down, and then I'm just gonna take a bite just to show you guys how delicious it is. All right, I just went for a little walk while the muffins cooled down. You can see, yes, I did take a bite out of it because I just wanted to make sure it was okay. So you can see, like, see, they all came above, and they actually do need a little bit more cooling down, but I'm just gonna show you kind of how, like, you know, you're gonna take a knife, and because you filled it with butter or oil, it's just gonna come out looking like this, and it's wonderful. So, okay, I just messed it up, and yes. So, see, ta-da, delicious. Okay, and basically, I think they're ready. So I want to go backwards and say it's like actually 35 minutes and not 25 minutes at 250 degrees because, and then you need to cool it for like 10 to 15 minutes, maybe more. You can see like the chocolate's melted. Look at the inside. Sugar-free, guys. I'm sorry, you guys are still there. Okay. Happy Father's Day, happy Mother's Day. It's a great recipe to share or make for somebody, for really any occasion, or just for yourself if you want to like watch Netflix and eat guilt-free muffins. And don't forget to subscribe because there's going to be so many more videos of healthy foods, plant-based foods, foods that I like to eat that is kind of, you know, alternative with a different twist that makes it more healthy, more mindfulness videos, and more conversations. So subscribe if you like it, and stay in touch, guys. I want to know if you guys made this muffin or if you use any of my recipes, how it came out. What do you guys think of it? I'm super interested to hear you guys, your thoughts. I want to see your photos of the muffins that you made with this recipe, and if you guys have any more tips to add on, please share, please subscribe, hit like, share this video with somebody who wants to make muffins, and stay healthy. All right, guys, enjoy. I'm going to finish this muffin and enjoy the rest of my evening. Stay safe, guys.